Let's get a very short take on this one. Denver Police Chief Robert White is under fire this week for his mishandling of two incidents that happened in 2016 and 2017. One was a fumbled open records request involving a police officer accused of sexual assault, and the other was a hit-and-run car crash involving White. He was hit by the car. Mayor Hancock calls the management of both situations unprofessional but not worthy of discipline. Penn, unprofessional but not worthy of discipline.
Well, I'm almost rendered speechless. Chief White, at least with the hit and run, what he was alleged to have done improperly was after he was hit and the person ran, he did a U-turn and chased them to get a license. So he theoretically violated the department's chase policy. Given all the problems the Department of Safety has had with police and the Sheriff's Department and all of the talk we've had about this open records issue, I would have thought that at least a letter of reprimand or letter of caution or warning was warranted to the chief. And maybe that is discipline, and I consider it the lowest level of discipline, but it's kind of hard to go on record and say you're unprofessional and you have to pay closer attention to policies when you're the person responsible for enacting and enforcing the policies. I don't know how a letter of reprimand didn't at least go in the chief's file. And I like the chief, I know him, but gee whiz, this is kind of amazing.
Noelle, this is your beat, but what's your quick take on this?
Well, one of the concerning things in the report was the investigators that reviewed it said that there were personality conflicts and dysfunction within the upper ranks of the police department, and the mayor didn't address that at all in his press release. And then the mayor flew to Paris after the press release was dropped, and he's not available for us to actually ask these hard questions, and I would like to circle back around to that and hear what the mayor thinks of that determination.
Patty, was it hard to issue discipline when you just got a pass from the city council?
Well, that could be part of it. And we also are still waiting for the end result on the Matt Murray portion of this. We have to remember that journalists are the reason that you are having these open records requests and you are trying to find out what's really happening. And sometimes you think the city would just be really happy if all the journalists went away.
David, wrap it up for us.
Yeah, fumbling an Open Records Act request is a gentle way to say it. Completely blowing it off and ignoring it might be the more precise term. And in terms of the hit and run, I don't mind somebody chasing a guy who just hit them. Every good citizen might want to at least consider doing that. But then when he came on the scene and the guy had hit somebody else and there was a swarm of law enforcement around, mainly from Aurora, he was an uncooperative witness at that point and said, no, I don't want to talk to these Aurora people. Get me somebody from Denver Dispatch. Kind of strange. In every county in Colorado, other than Denver and Broomfield, the people can elect their own chief law enforcement officer and not be dependent on the vacillation of the mayor about disciplining that person.
Someone just got bingo in the David Kopel CIO bingo game. Congratulations.